A family member is preparing to say goodbye forever because Archangel Michael says, I come to you now with wings wide and sword of light drawn, not to fight a battle, but to carve a path through your sorrow and show you the divine truth within it. I stand beside you in this sacred moment, where the veil between the earthly and the eternal is growing thin. You are not alone. You have never been alone. I walk with you now, and so does an entire legion of celestial beings, sent to uphold you as a loved one prepares to say farewell to this world. The message you are watching is not by your choice. Gods want you to watch this message, so don't disregard them. This moment may feel like a shadow has fallen. Your heart is full, heavy, uncertain. Questions swirl. Why now? What will happen next? How can I bear this goodbye? Yet I tell you, this is not a moment to be crushed by despair. It is not a time of ending, but of elevation. This goodbye is not a loss, it is a gateway. And as painful as it may seem in the body, your soul already knows this truth. This transition is sacred. The pain you feel is not weakness, it is the trembling of love at the threshold of transformation. When a soul prepares to return to the realm of light, those who remain are not left behind, they are being asked to rise. This is not a mourning, it is a consecration. A divine handing over of spiritual responsibility. A deepening of your own journey. Type Amen to get the blessings. 9811. I ask you now to breathe deeply and sense my presence. Feel my energy as a protective cloak around your shoulders. I am giving you strength, not to endure this goodbye as a burden, but to receive it as a divine invitation. Yes, your emotions are valid. Yes, your tears are holy. But I urge you to see with the eyes of eternity. This is not abandonment, it is alignment. Archangel Michael says, in the coming days, you may feel the pull of grief, the ache of anticipated absence. But beneath that ache is a rising light. A soul who loves you beyond measure is preparing to step into the fullness of divine radiance, and in doing so, they are unlocking a new dimension of purpose in your life. You are not being left in darkness. You are being drawn into a higher light. So hear me clearly, you are not alone in this moment. Heaven is nearer than you think. The room you sit in is already filled with angels. The air is thick with divine presence. The love between you and this family member cannot be broken. It is eternal. And it is about to take on a new, radiant form. I will walk with you through every breath of this journey. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and more guided than you can yet see. Type Amen to get the blessings. 1121. This is not your fall. This is the beginning of your rise. Let us now speak of the illusion that troubles so many hearts, the illusion of separation. As your family member prepares to step beyond the veil, your mind may tell you that you are being left behind, that a sacred bond is being severed. But I, Archangel Michael, tell you this: there is no true separation between souls joined in love. What the eyes cannot see, the heart can still know. And what the body can no longer touch, the spirit will still embrace. Archangel Michael says, from the higher realms, we do not see death as an end. It is not a departure into absence, but a movement into fullness. The soul returning to the light is not disappearing, they are transforming. Like water becoming mist, they are simply taking on a new form. Though they may no longer walk beside you in the way you are used to, they are not gone. In truth, they are becoming more present than ever before. Type Amen to get the blessings. 3321. You must understand, dearest soul, that your connection with them is eternal. The bond you share is woven of divine substance, love, memory, purpose, and shared light. These threads do not break with death, they are strengthened by it. As their soul rises, they are freed from the limits of the body. They become light upon your path, a whisper in your spirit, a guide at your shoulder. You may not hear them with your ears, but your soul will recognize their touch like the wind across your face. They are not saying goodbye in the way the world understands it. They are saying, "Wait for me with joy, for I go ahead to open a door that will lift you higher." Their departure is not a rejection, but a divine orchestration. It is a part of your shared soul contract, a choice made in love, long before this lifetime. And now, that contract is unfolding in divine timing, fulfilling a sacred agreement written between your spirits. Archangel Michael says, "I invite you now to expand your vision. Look beyond the visible. Feel beyond the pain. When you close your eyes and still your heart, you may begin to sense their essence still with you, stronger, lighter, eternal. You may feel them in dreams, in synchronicities, in sudden warmth that wraps around you like a blanket. These are not figments of longing. These are the ways their love continues, just in a new form." Type Amen to get the blessings. 9821. Grief will come, yes, but let that grief be the soft echo of love, not a cry of despair. Let it remind you that something beautiful existed and still exists, only now it flows from a higher plane. And as you allow your heart to stay open, you will find their spirit returning to you in ways you never imagined possible. Beloved, you are not losing someone. You are being introduced to them again, this time, in the purity of light and the truth of eternity. Let go of the illusion. There is no final goodbye between souls who are eternally linked. They are not gone. They are simply more free. Let us now turn to a truth that may seem hidden beneath your pain, a truth that shines like gold under ash. There is a sacred gift in their departure. Yes, it may be wrapped in sorrow. Yes, it may sting as it is given. But the soul of your loved one is not simply fading into the heavens. They are passing to you something powerful, something eternal. They are entrusting you with a higher calling, a new spiritual identity. Type Amen to get the blessings. 8811. Archangel Michael says, "You may not feel ready. You may feel the weight of this transition pressing down upon you, as if the world has shifted without your consent. But I, Archangel Michael, tell you, this moment is not here to crush you, it is here to awaken you. You are being asked to rise into a version of yourself that only this moment can activate. This goodbye is the unlocking of something divine within you. There are times in every soul's journey when a veil is torn, and what was once hidden becomes visible. The parting of this family member is such a moment. As their spirit prepares to transcend the earthly plane, your spirit is being summoned upward. Not to follow them in death, but to ascend in life. You are being positioned now to grow, to lead, to become more luminous, more awake, more powerful in love than ever before. Their departure has purpose. It is not chaos. It is not punishment. It is prophecy. Their soul is keeping a divine appointment, and through that, your soul is being recalibrated. You are being reoriented toward your highest self. Think of a torch being passed in the twilight, it burns no less brightly for the change of hands. And now, dear one, that torch is in your grasp. Type Amen to get the blessings. 0811. Perhaps you do not yet know what you are meant to do. That is all right. You are not meant to have the full map just yet. But know this, there is something inside you that will awaken through this loss. A voice that will grow stronger. A compassion that will deepen. A mission that will reveal itself in time. This pain is not empty, it is pregnant with potential. The loved one who is leaving you in body is not leaving you in spirit. They are becoming part of your spiritual council, part of your inner army. Their memory, their essence, their dreams, they are all seeds being planted in the garden of your soul. They may be departing from your arms, but they are entering your destiny. Let your heart hold this truth close: their final breath is not a full stop, it is a divine handoff. Their last look is not a farewell, but a blessing. Their journey onward is not the end of your connection, but the expansion of it. And in time, you will see how their gift unfolds, like wings unfurling behind you, lifting you to places you never imagined you could reach. This goodbye is not only sacred. It is activating the very reason you were born. Type Amen to get the blessings. 32:11. Archangel Michael says, you stand now at a threshold. On one side, grief waits, tender and heavy, whispering that something beautiful is ending. On the other, a quiet yet powerful presence calls you upward, reminding you that this is not your collapse, it is your calling. And I, Archangel Michael, say to you with the full force of heaven behind me, this is a time for ascension, not despair. Grief is sacred. It is not weakness. It is love with no place to go, until now. I ask you to see your grief as a flame, not a flood. Let it illuminate what mattered, not drown what remains. The tears you shed are not signs of loss, but proof of the depth of your heart. But you must not pitch your tent in the valley of sorrow. You are being summoned upward. Your soul is being stirred to awaken in new light. The one who is saying goodbye in the physical is not dragging you into darkness, they are lifting you into divine perspective. Their departure is not meant to pull you into despair, but to activate the next level of your journey. This is your ascension point. This is your holy rising. You may not feel ready. You may feel overwhelmed, as though your heart has been hollowed out. But beloved, within that hollow space, new light is being poured. It may arrive quietly at first, in a dream, in a sign, in a sudden wave of peace that has no explanation. These are not coincidences. These are invitations, heaven's way of drawing you closer to your divine purpose. Type Amen to get the blessings. 33:22. Now is the time to awaken your spiritual senses. Begin to see, hear, and feel beyond the veil. Your loved one is closer than ever before, not in flesh, but in frequency. Their soul is speaking in whispers, showing up in symbols, wrapping itself around your life like warm wind. Be still. Be open. Receive. Archangel Michael says, do not define this moment by what you are losing. Define it by what you are receiving. Divine guidance is intensifying around you. Your angelic team is on high alert, forming a circle of power and clarity around you. You are not being asked to walk through this alone. You are being flanked by love. You are being carried when your strength fades. You are being taught to fly. There is purpose in your pain. There is strength in your softness. There is light breaking through your night. What is dying is not your joy, it is the version of you that thought you needed to cling in order to stay whole. And what is being born? A version of you that carries heaven in their voice, strength in their step, and wisdom in their gaze. Type Amen to get the blessings. 41:21. Beloved, rise. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your transformation. Let grief pass through you like the tide, but do not let it anchor you. Let it lift you. Let it move you. Let it make space for the wings you are about to grow. You are not descending into loss. You are ascending into purpose. Archangel Michael says, now let us draw back the veil just a little further. let us peer into the realm where all is orchestrated with divine perfection. I, Archangel Michael, speak to you now not only as protector, but as a witness to the divine order that is unfolding around you. While the human heart feels chaos and death, the eternal soul recognizes alignment. What may seem sudden or unfair from your limited perspective is, in the higher realm, the elegant unfolding of a divine plan. Type Amen to get the blessings. 9621. You see only the hourglass, sand slipping away too fast. But heaven sees the blueprint. Every soul has a time. Every crossing is sacred. Every departure is appointed, not by fate, but by love. Your family member is not leaving out of cruelty, punishment, or randomness. They are answering a divine summons. Their time has arrived, not too early, nor too late, but exactly as it was written in the scroll of their soul. Yes, you may wrestle with the why. Why now? Why them? Why you? But I ask you to lean not on answers, but on trust. There are mysteries that cannot be resolved by reason, but only by revelation. And in time, you will see. Perhaps not today. Perhaps not even tomorrow. But one day, you will look back and see how heaven choreographed every step, how even the painful parts had purpose. Archangel Michael says, this alignment is not cold. It is not distant. It is intimate. Your pain is known. Your tears are not ignored. Heaven bends low in moments like these. Angelic presence increases. We draw nearer in your hour of need. Your loved one's crossing is cushioned by grace, wrapped in light, and received by those who have gone before. There is no loneliness in their transition. Only love, radiant, infinite, and holy. Type Amen to get the blessings. 99821. Even now, divine signs are being sent to show you the presence of this sacred order. Numbers repeating. Dreams vivid. Birds that linger. Lights flickering. Music that plays at just the right moment. These are not coincidences. These are divine fingerprints. These are reminders, you are not walking through this by accident. You are being carried through it by design. Let your heart rest in this truth, nothing has gone wrong. Even in the sorrow, the divine is working all things together for the elevation of your soul and the fulfillment of your purpose. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. Their soul's return to the light is creating new pathways for your own destiny. This departure is a ripple in the eternal ocean. It moves through you, not to break you, but to direct you. Type Amen to get the blessings. 4321. Archangel Michael says, you are being invited into a deeper flow, one that cannot be understood with the mind alone. Breathe. Release your grip. Trust. Everything is happening exactly as it must, not to take from you, but to give to you in a new way. Heaven has not forgotten you. Heaven is aligning you. There is purpose in this pain. There is power in this passage. And above all, there is order in the unfolding. Now that the heavens have spoken of the divine timing, now that the veil has been thinned and the love of your departing family member understood in its eternal form, I speak to you not only as a messenger, but as a summoner of your light. Type Amen to get the blessings. 4119. Archangel Michael says, I call you now to recognize your place in what is unfolding. You are not a bystander in this sacred moment. You are not left with only memories and mourning. You are being called into something deeper, something higher. This is not just their transition, it is your activation. You see, every soul who leaves this earth passes on not only a legacy, but a torch. A vibration. a spiritual momentum. And now, you are holding that torch. You are being entrusted with the sacred continuation of what they began, not as a burden, but as a blessing. Their light now mixes with yours. Their dreams, their strength, their essence, live on through you. This is not about trying to become them. It is about allowing the beauty of who they were to expand who you are. What they could not finish, you will carry forward, not in duty, but in divine joy. You are the living vessel of their spiritual echo. Each time you speak truth, each time you choose compassion, each time you rise in love, you are building the bridge that connects heaven to earth. Type Amen to get the blessings 3355. You may think you are too broken for this, too tired, too unsure. But hear me now, the very cracks in your heart are where their light is entering. You are not being called because you are perfect. You are being called because you are ready. Ready in your willingness. Ready in your surrender. Ready in your aching heart that still dares to love. Archangel Michael says, their soul has not disappeared. It has expanded. And it now walks beside you, guides you, and whispers to you when you think you are most alone. Their presence is not in the past. It is within your present, and will shape your future. They are part of your purpose now, not as something to grieve, but as a co-creator in the next chapter of your becoming. So rise. Step into the sacred continuation. What you feared would end is transforming into new life through you. You are not meant to simply survive this goodbye. You are meant to transcend it. To embody it. To shine through it. This moment is molding you into a healer, a light bearer, a beacon of strength for others. Type Amen to get the blessings 00912. Let their memory empower you. Let their love inspire you. Let their transition elevate you. As they rise into the light, so must you. Not because you are leaving Earth, but because Earth needs your light more than ever. You are the living legacy of someone deeply loved, and heaven is placing divine purpose into your hands. So go forward now, not mourning who they were, but becoming who you were meant to be because of them. The sacred journey continues. And it continues through you. If you thinks this message support you and help you, that don't wait, just press the subscribe button and like the video.